we're going to look at something interesting, and that's graphing slopes and derivatives. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a function f, and it doesn't matter what f looks like. All right, and I'm going to want you to either identify or graph the derivative of that function. Now, what I'm going to want you to do is look at where is the slope 0. Where is f prime 0? And that's going to be, of course, wherever the slope does this or this. Okay, those are maxes and mins. We're going to look at that. We're also going to look at where is f prime positive. So f prime is going to be positive whenever it's pointing upward. And we're going to look at where is f prime negative, and that's going to be wherever it's going downward. Now let's look at this function right here. Which one of these would you pick? The first thing you always want to look for is where are the zeros. So that's going to be right here. This is where the slope is 0. Now the only one of these functions that has a 0 when x is 0, well, it's this one right here, isn't it? That one's like 1.5, that one's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one doesn't exist, and this one is -2. So based on zeros alone, you can pick this one. But let's see if the rest of the function makes sense. When x is negative, the slope is always negative. It's going from a very large negative to a very small negative. As a matter of fact, it's going to a 0. Now, when x is positive, it's going from a small positive to a large positive. And that's what's happening. It's starting at a small positive and going to a large positive. Just use your pencil and look at what is happening to the slopes as it changes. On this one, it's pretty straightforward. You could pick it out, but we're going to do more complicated functions. Let's look at this one right here. The only place where the slope is 0 is at, what is that, -3. So come over here to -3, not 0, not 0, not 0, not 0, goodness, not 0, 0. And now let's look at when x is less than -3, it's negative. Oh, yes, the slope is negative. When x is greater than -3, I have a positive slope. So this is indeed the slope of this function. All right, now you give this one a go. See if you can do it. Stop the video. When you're done, restart. Did you get something like this? At x equals 0, it's 0. Okay. Now, as x goes to -infinity, it's going to get really, really close to 0. So it's either going to be really, really close to 0, positive or negative. But we see the slope here is always positive. So it's got to be above the axis. Here we see the slope is always negative, and it's also going to 0. So f prime of x, in this case, is negative, and it's going to 0. So this is what your graph should have kind of looked like. All right, now what do you think the derivative of this one looks like? Give this one a go. Start the video when you're done. Now here's the last one. Which one of these do you think is f? And which one of these do you think is f prime? Look at the zeros. Look at where things are increasing and decreasing.